All right, everyone, thank you for attending the session. Here we have Melissa Wright Battle. She has been with the city of Rocky Mount for 19 years as a GIS technician for public works and water resources. Virtually, we have Negrete Silver. She's also been with the city of Rocky Mount for 24 years, currently working as an engineering tech #2 for water and sewer.
Good morning. Negrete, are you ready?
I am.
Okay. People hear about Rocky Mount all the time. You often hear Rocky Mount's dead. Rocky Mount is simply transitioning. It started with the tobacco industry, with leading players like China America and Imperial Tobacco, transitioning to textiles, pharmaceuticals, and distribution. Okay. With each transition, history is created and sometimes forgotten. We're here to give you a sneak peek of Rocky Mount's potential to build and expand on our many cultural districts, downtown, the mills, cemeteries, and our many historic neighborhoods. Downtown is just the beginning.
So we're going to take you through a tour through the history of downtown Rocky Mount, the past, the present, and the future. Our first place that we're going to show you is the Helen P. Gay Rocky Mount Historic Train Station. It was originally built in 1893 by the Wilmington and Weldon Railroad. It's named after Helen P. Gay, who was one of the first African-American women to serve on the Rocky Mount City Council. It's currently owned by the city of Rocky Mount. It serves as an official train stop station for Amtrak. And in some of the older pictures here, you can actually see that there's the Rick's Hotel that's beside the train station to the right there.
Next up is Station Square. This building covers almost half a block with storefronts on Main Street, Church Street, and has courtyard shops on Nash Street. Offices and shops include the Boys and Girls Club, main office, Bin and Barrel, which is a wine bar and retail shop, and Trax Coffee Shop. Serves coffee, muffins, and the best ice cream in town. And it's owned by a professional saxophone musician, Marcus Anderson, and features beautiful murals along the track side of the building.
Next, we have Thelonious Monk. This is a mural on one of the buildings located on Southeast Main Street in Rocky Mount. He is an American jazz musician and composer from Rocky Mount. And there's also a marker that commemorates him. It's located on the corner of East Thomas Street and Northeast Main Street, and they placed it there in 2011.
This is Davis Furniture. They've been in business since 1989. And if they can't find it, it doesn't exist.
Next, we have Kix Scoop, which held its grand opening in July of 2022. NBA basketball player Montrezl Harrell, who played with the Charlotte Hornets, but I think he was recently signed over to the Philadelphia 76ers. He owns this shoe store downtown. Harrell is from Edgecombe County, and he's a member a mentor in the city for many youth, and he hosts numerous basketball camps and trainer for them. When he comes back in town, he spends a lot of time with our youth there.
It's an ideal place for sneakerheads. Next up, we have the Davis Lofts at Main Street. Their apartments held their grand opening in October of 21. It was previously the W.C. Reed and Company, an office equipment company. Spacious, roomy lofts provide a rooftop view of town.
And beside Davis Lofts, the owner is actually opening up a Main Street gastropub. Be opening soon.
This used to be Music City and Lights. It's currently vacant, but we wanted to point out the sidewalk tiles, the piano keys. Throughout downtown Rocky Mount, you'll see specialized sidewalk tiles still from previous businesses.
So this is the Self-Help Credit Union. It was once the People's Bank and Trust Company. One can still see the old name of the building on the side of the new building here. Self-Help Credit Union is a nonprofit financial institution and is actually headquartered out of Durham.
Larima Coffee House. The name means my friend in a Ugandan language. The coffee shop offers sandwiches, smoothies, and other foods, and is open for private rentals.
Up next, we have Aroma Bar and Bistro Grill. It's actually a little nightclub that has a sophisticated club atmosphere downtown Rocky Mount, located right off of the tracks. It opens at 10 p.m.
Great for night owls, but past my bedtime. Booker T Theater. We just wanted to point this building out. The building structure hasn't changed, but it has been revamped and it's open for performances and different events.
This is the historic Douglas block. It's located adjacent to the event center. This was the center of the African American business district in the early 1900s.
Next, we have the historic Douglas Building. It's the former location of Dixie Restaurant. Dixie Restaurant was featured in the Green Book, which was a travel guide for African Americans. This is just a listing of Dixie in the Green Book Index.
Next, we have Nabs, and the name kind of speaks for itself. It's never a better sandwich, deli, and coffee shop. It's a coffee shop there, and it has deli sandwiches. It's a popular hit for people coming in downtown off the train. And it has some pastries.
I know a lot of people have heard about the Rocky Mount Event Center. It opened in 2018, and it's a center for sporting events, concerts, children's playtimes, conference center, banquets, and weddings.
So the next couple of places we have the Imperial Center, the Veterans Park, and the Future Development Depot Park as part of the future concept of the Tobacco Town Cultural District for the city. Other buildings included are the Old China American Building, and is now the China American Complex, which will actually house a brewery soon. Hopefully it'll be opening next year. And Braswell Library and Braswell Park. This is actually the Imperial Center for Arts and Sciences with the city. It used to be an old tobacco warehouse there. It includes a children's museum with hands-on activities, animals and planetarium. It's an art center, and it's also a location for many social events. So for anyone that have kids and you don't have anything to do on the weekend, this would be a great spot for them to come and hang out. You can basically stay there all day, and there's so much to do and so much to see.
Use caution on Sundays. Sundays is considered open play. Next, we have the Veterans Memorial. This park is located at the former Hardee's #1 site, the first Hardee's franchise in Rocky Mount in May of 1961. The park was dedicated on Veterans Day in 2007.
This is a future development depot park. It's currently part of the Rocky Mounts Resilient Plan, which is still seeking public input to kind of see what the public wants to do with it.
I thought it would be a great place for pop-up markets or concerts by local musicians or poetry slam, things like that. Vibrance Furniture was established in 1980. However, you can still see the old Halleck Myers sign on the side of the building.
So here are some other shops that are located on Main Street. Here we have Master Shoe Repair. It's a shoe repair shop. It's been there for a very long time. This is a barber shop on Main Street called D's Cuts Barbershop. There's a place called Brow Time to get your eyebrows done. I think she opened probably about 3 or 4 years ago. She's doing very well. Look here first is the embroidery, decal, and screen printing shop there. This owner actually kept the uniqueness of the old building. You can see at the top the stained glass there. The checkerboard entrance when you go in. This is WNCR TV. It's the key to local TV. It's a radio, television, and social media live broadcast for local news. So just a couple of key things that are there on Main Street.
The Clothes Doctor was formerly known as the Baldwin's Clothing Store. They provide alterations and custom creations. And here are a few pictures of their items in the storefront. That's the drum my daughter wants.
Next, we have the Carriage House Curiosity Shop, and it's an antique shop downtown. Some old luggage there. That's a neighborhood in Rocky Mount that actually has their old sign is there for its colony Rocky Mount. And there's the old baby carriage. That's one of the welcome to signs that the city used to use. So the old bike. So he has some very unique items in the store.
This spot is occupied by Dr. Monique Brown's doctor's office. She recently opened, and she recently opened this location downtown. Monique was featured in the 2014 My Rocky Mountain magazine as a Small Businesswoman of the Year award recipient. Also in 2018, the Chamber Small Business of the Year award recipient.
Next, we have Miss Virginia's. Miss Virginia's shop actually opened in 1951. And here's an old picture of her shop. And that's it's a women's dress shop. And Miss Virginia is still living, and she is still the owner and operator of her shop there.
Beware of her
So,
little dog.
yeah, if you go by, she'll often greet you. She'll be on the sidewalk with her little dog.
This one is the location I found most interesting. It's the Bel Air Art Center. Back in 1920, this was Pleasant's funeral home. Currently serving as home for those that would love to show their artistic side through painting classes, workshops, and gallery talks. It has a unique art flair.
Up next, we have Mo and D's Grill and Bar. This is a popular little spot. It's within walking distance from where we actually, the building that we work in. He's another basketball player that was from the city, and he came back and opened up this restaurant. He also hosts lots of basketball camps, and he gives back to the community for our youth and back to school drives. He hosts Sunday brunch here. Outside summer parties are held here. Moe's Wings are some of the reasons that a lot of people love this spot. And most recently, he's been given the name the restaurant with the orange walls, and you can actually see his orange walls there. It's a great little spot. Food is very good.
Next, we have Bullocks Furniture. They've been serving the Rocky Mount community since the 1900s. The store consists of traditional, contemporary, and transitional furniture, whatever that means. Has lighting needs and home accessories, and they host an annual warehouse sale each year, which is held in an old tobacco warehouse next door.
Next, we have Central Cafe that's been open for quite a while. They're owned and operated by the Hardy family since 1927. The menu includes hot dogs, French fries, hamburgers, and the very unique thing about this restaurant or little spot is they serve your food on wax paper. They actually don't have plates.
This used to be Belk Tyler's department store. The location still has the sidewalk tiles for Belk Tyler's. The location then transitioned to Towel Town. And I remember that place because my mom let me decorate my room from there. But it's currently vacant at the moment.
And lastly, we have the Frederick E. Turnage Municipal Building. This was once a part of Main Street downtown. The municipal building and the police department, they were moved to an area on South Church Street and Franklin Street. This building was named after one of our former mayors, Mayor Frederick E. Turnage, who served as mayor of the city from 1973 to 2007. And this is actually the building in which Melissa and I, we both work on second floor. Well, I'm on fifth, she's on fifth and I'm on second.
Are you going to wrap it up for us?
So we've taken you through the past, the current, and the future endeavors, only a few unique buildings and businesses of the downtown area. Rocky Mount is, as a Main Street American affiliate program, Rocky Mount is part of a national network of more than 1,200 neighborhoods and communities who share both a commitment of creating high quality places and to building stranger communities through presentation-based economic development. Rocky Mount is a North Carolina Main Street community designated by the North Carolina Department of Commemorative and Main Street and Rural Planning Center. Downtown Rocky Mount is changed with administrating the program at the local level and building a public-private partnership to spur economic development and partnership with a state agency.
And that is all, folks. Do we have any questions? Not that I'll be able to answer. Yes. Yes. We were asked if we had seen some, how about this?
No, I was just wondering, I know that the Digital Innovation Laboratory at UNC, when I was a student there, they had done this project mapping the Rocky Mount Mills and like mapping the old mill village. And I was wondering if either of y'all had seen their work and I guess just where the idea for the project came from.
We have not, I have not seen that work. I don't know if Negrete has, but we were looking for a project to present and we wanted to get our feet wet. So this is stepping outside of our comfort zone. There's a lot of information that we would like to include. People get stranded at our train station, you know, a lot. So why not take a walk? It's plenty downtown to see, but they don't know about it. So we're hoping to include menus to the websites and, you know, things of that nature. We also would like to use this to build upon so that we can include areas like Rocky Mount Mills, because that is a different monster. It's big. We'd also like to include a historical walking tour through our historic neighborhoods. We have, I do believe, 7 of those. And it's just such a nice area that people just don't take advantage of it. Do we have any more questions? Ah, thank you. Guess that's it. Thank you.